Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we are going to talk about the U.S. House of Representatives and the tax man. Because the Speaker of the House is once again engaging in a bipartisan effort that will render some Republicans, well, first it'll render them mad, and then it will render them irrelevant. Okay, so what's going on? There's a tax bill in the House. It is bipartisan, and by that means there are large groups of both parties that support it. There is also opposition from within the Republican Party. There is no way that the Speaker can pass this with just Republican votes. So, using a procedural trick that will require 2/3 of the House to vote in favor of it, and once again telling those Republican upstarts that won't fall in line, you don't matter. Okay, so what's in it and what's the problem? Basically, it's a normal tax bill. There are two things that Republicans have taken issue with. Some, particularly Republicans that are in blue states, they're upset that there's not an increase in the SALT deduction. SALT deduction being state and local tax. They wanted that because, generally speaking, blue states have higher taxes, and they could take that back and be like, look, we got you a tax break. That's not really in there. And then the other thing is a lot of Republicans are upset because it seems as though the child tax credit can be done without a Social Security number. And they're saying that that would mean that, undocumented workers could get a child tax credit, which is weird because that almost seems like a Republican admission that they pay taxes, which it's because I feel like I've been told like forever that they don't. Okay, so what happens from here? This is probably going to go through. They're upset Republicans, but so far the Speaker has used this maneuver a couple of times. This doesn't actually really seem super aimed at the far-right sedition caucus, MAGA caucus, freedom caucus style of people. This just seems to be people who won't fall in line, really, more than anything. It does appear that the current Speaker is less concerned about getting his fellow Republicans to do what they're told than McCarthy was. Showing that this procedure could be used for something like this, it also gives him cover when he is intentionally rendering the MAGA caucus irrelevant, that far-right caucus. Because this, he can use this to say, no, I do this anytime we hit a wall. It's not just to get, to make them look bad on Twitter. It's not just to make them irrelevant. I use this technique whenever I need to, whenever we need to get something through to help the country or whatever, however he's going to frame it. Provides a little bit of cover. But it's the exact same technique, it's the same strategy, and it's having the same effect. Republicans who aren't towing the party line, well, they don't matter so much. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.